welcome to the Book Over, a little book club where we talk about books, especially the ones that give us book hangovers. I'm Sarah, with me is Megan.
Hi, everybody.
And today is a quickie with Quicksilver. Woo!
With Quicksilver.
This is by Callie Hart, and it's the first book. I don't know how many books. Megan, you said three?
Three books, and then I think they're trying to do two spin-off books in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier I was telling Megan that I did not know that this was in a series because I didn't pay attention. She recommended that I read it, and I'm like, sure. And I started reading it. And then towards the end, I'm like, I don't think this is a standalone. It doesn't feel like it's wrapping up like it should. And I'm really happy that it's not a standalone because I need more.
Yes. It's definitely good to be a series. And when I recommended it, I will say that it did say that the next book was coming out in October. So I thought there wasn't going to be a huge wait. I am super happy for Callie Hart because I've been following her for a while. I love her, the Rebel of Rydale series, or not Rydale, Raleigh High series. I really loved that years ago. Some of her other books we read. So I'm super happy she got picked up by a traditional publisher, but it's made the second book, I guess because publishers have to print them or whatever. I don't know. It's gonna be a year and a half, I think, from when it originally came out. So it's kind of it's gonna be a year now from here now. So
you're making us wait.
I don't mind a wait if I know it going in. It's just that's a law.
It is, but it gives us time to reread.
Yeah. And there's an audio that just came out with duet narration. So oh my gosh, and it's got my favorite male narrator. He did the sorry, I got excited. I forgot that they had the male narrator. Is the guy who did voiced Rhysand and A Court of Thorn and Rosen's graphic audio, and I love that audio so freaking much. So that'll give me time to forget everything, get the audio right before book 2 comes out.
Yes, that sounds wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So I got to play it.
You're like, yay, got to play. I feel better now. Good.
I got really excited. I was like, wait, it's got that guy. It's going to be good audio.
So I loved this book so much, and I actually read it before Megan. So Megan recommended it before. So after you started it a little bit, but I finished it before.
You did. You finished it before, which is not usually how it goes.
No, I'm usually still taking forever to read a book, and you're like, are you done yet? So yeah,
because I got into it, and then some summer happened, and things I got busy, and I was because I when I really love a book, I want to read it when I have time, and I just felt I wasn't giving it. I didn't have I had to stop for a minute and then finish a chunk later, if that makes sense. Break it up into two.
Yeah. So I really liked it. I liked the beginning of it too. I felt gave a lot of background of where I'm gonna call her Saris.
Yeah.
Saris. I know there's a pronunciation guide, you guys. I can't do it. When I read, it messes me up trying to pronounce it in my head so I'm just saying it the way I read it, which is Saris.
Yeah, and I have dyslexia, so I'm asking Alexa how to say it. I don't know. I can't. Pronunciation guys don't work for me. It's to my dyslexic brain. It's what? I can't. Alexa, how do you say this name?
Exactly. So, I loved learning about her circle. Right? They were in circles. I'm trying to think. I've been reading a lot of romantasy, so there's realms and circles and worlds and. Is it a circle? Maybe that was a different book that had circles.
That was a different book, I think.
Ward? Was it a ward? She was something like a number.
It's
all deserty and people are ill and sun. There's the two suns and all that stuff. And then all the things that go down for her. I think that really helped understanding how she ends up where she's at.
And how the world is. The world that she lives in.
Yeah. And there's I don't know about you, but there's two characters instantly when I met them on page, I loved them. And one was Karen. I called him Karen.
Yeah, I
Um,
think I did too. Yeah, I love
yeah.
him.
So
Love him.
the Playboy Faye guy from her area who
Mhm.
accidentally gets brought back by Kingfisher.
Mhm.
I loved him. I don't know. I knew he was supposed to be like somebody that we didn't fully like. I
What?
guess.
I think he was supposed to be someone we eventually love. I think he's, like, the most beloved.
Yeah,
I truly
I
believe
loved
that.
him. I loved how he even warned her, like, get her shit together, hide the thing, like, don't bring this here.
Yeah.
I loved, like, the twist at the end that he was the royal as soon as that happened, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like, I just love that he's, like, the royal fae in hiding. That's amazing. I just really loved him. I
That
loved his
blow your
flirtiness.
mind? Did that blow your mind? Did you see that coming at all?
I didn't really see that coming. I was wondering if she was kind of the hidden fae and didn't know it.
Right? I thought it was gonna be something with her.
I thought it was
Like, I
gonna
did
be
not
her. So, but when he, like,
carry on.
mentioned
Yeah, I didn't
something
think that.
before it
Like,
came
his
about.
grandmother like, she was like, "How do you know this stuff?" And he's like, "My grandmother had books." But I
Yeah.
believed him.
Yeah.
And I usually don't get taken for a ride, Sarah. I
Yeah.
usually don't get taken for
I
a ride.
know. So that's awesome. It's awesome that you got surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love
I
him.
loved it. I love
Like
that. I
and I
love
thought he
being
was like
surprised
and
by.
going into it, I thought, like, maybe he like, at first, before I meet Kingfisher as soon as I meet Kingfisher, I know he's the love interest, but, of course, at first, you think he's the love interest. I need this guy, one of the other novels to be about him, or I just need more of him. I love him.
I love him too so much.
Like
I love him so much. Yeah. And I feel like he's gone
yeah,
through a lot doing what his life must
yeah.
have been like, and I just loved him even in the camp, like, helping her forge
Mhm,
sometimes and, like, "Yeah, I'll pick up a weapon and fight too." Like, he wasn't scared, like, he was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm here, let's do it." Like, and she was always like, "Wow, you're adjusting really well."
mhm.
And obviously there's reasons behind that, but, like, I just
Yeah.
really liked that he was just like, "Okay, let's do this." I loved it.
I thought and which I liked, I thought she was just saying that to be like to make it seem so we're not as the audience being like, "Oh, this" like, questioning, like, "Why would he adapt? So what?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought,
Mhm.
like, "Oh, let's just say that so it makes more sense." But no, like, I really was I'm not even mad about it. Sometimes I feel bad that I don't catch on to some things. I like to think I'm like this I know a storytelling. Like
Mhm.
I'm happy about it. I'm happy I was surprised.
Yeah. Surprise is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then there's Kingfisher.
Yeah.
I liked him as soon as he showed up. And
Yeah.
he was just all rough and, like, annoyed and grabbed her and goes, and I'm
Oh, I
just like,
know.
"Who is," and you know, right? I just knew, like
Yeah.
you, I'm like, "He's the love interest because he's like, "Of course, like, it's a human."
Yeah. Yeah. Super badass, super like,
Yeah, yeah, and I love, like, his tortured past, like, his story was, like, awful, and
mhm,
it makes him him, though, and, like, all of his, like, struggles, and, like, then you learn more of his story with his friends and his brothers and, like, that whole
mhm,
unit, and it's just like, I have such a crush on him.
right? Me too. Me too. Um, I think the reveal, like, all how the reveals, how they happened, how their relationship develops, I liked how, like, how it hit each note. It hit it right. I wasn't frustrated. Like, sometimes you get frustrated with characters and stuff. I didn't feel very frustrated. I felt like everything hit at the right
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I agree, I agree. I feel like it was really, really, like, well written, and, like, the
Mhm.
frustrating moments were meant to be frustrating moments, like, when he would, like,
Yes.
send her back and then disappear or do this,
Yes.
like, he was struggling himself of, like,
Mhm.
wanting to be with her and stuff, like, those moments I was like, "Yes," like,
Mhm.
frustration.
And what did you think when she would get tattoos when they would hook up? I was kinda guess what that was. I was like,
Mhm.
"Okay, they're like mates. Like, they're, like, meant to be."
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I liked that.
Mhm.
I love his friend, Ren.
Yes, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
sweetheart. I just wanna, like, give him a big hug. Like, I just wanna be
Aw,
like, "It's gonna be okay," because like, he's had a lot on his shoulders too, you know? So
definitely.
and then, you helped me with his name, Lorith, right? Lorith
Lord, yeah,
ended up with
yeah.
a sword and, like, his
Great story, great background story
Mhm.
with the singing and how and his life being tied to Kingfishers, and yeah, he's a standout character for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I can't even think of, like, I feel like it's just a really good, like, romance. It's got
Well,
a
and
lot
it's
of hearts.
different. Like, I didn't think vampires were gonna like be part of this series at all. I was thinking this is a Fey world. I
Yeah.
thought like, the big bad is gonna be, his father, but then you just find out the more you read, you find out, okay, the world is broader, the problems are broader, like there's way more going on,
Mhm.
with like vampires and Kingfisher's past with them and all of this. And I was like trying to figure out. I'm like, oh, he's got. I remember when they showed up. I'm like, okay, the way they're alluding to things, and he's been in prison. He's been away for a while. I was like trying to like put together the pieces of like, you
Yes.
know, yeah.
Like, what? Yeah, and I really liked the prince, the vampire prince guy, and I can't think of his name, but, like, when he showed up and he was with the sister and he's like, "You know I can't help, you know I can't," like, we're alwa like,
Yeah,
he obviously
and
had,
they
like, a
have like,
soft spot.
yeah, they have history.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
I
really
liked
like
him
him,
too.
and I think we're gonna
Mhm.
see more of him, right? Now that she's, like, the queen, I think
Mhm.
we're gonna see more of him helping out, hopefully.
Hopefully. Who knows?
I
Yeah,
just
I
really
think
liked him, so I'm, like, trying to figure out who these other characters are, and obviously I want the brother. I mean, we only get, like, one scene with the brother
so.
that
Mhm.
she's, like, trying to get back to and save and stuff, and I felt really left hanging on that part of, like, what
Mhm.
about the brother? But, I mean, at some point, he's gotta be.
And I've told you this. My prediction is like he'll come into the picture, but kind of like end up betraying. That's what I think will happen.
I don't want it, but you look at you smile.
I don't. That's what I. I could be so wrong though. I have nothing to base it on. Just I don't know. It's like an intuition feeling.
Do you think he would he would betray because he was, like, put up to be betrayed? Like, this is the only way he survived is, like, to say that he would come and do something? Or do you think
Yeah, that or I don't know. I just have this like weird feeling just from like his like the past of him getting into trouble and her like bailing him out and stuff like that maybe. And who knows? Like I don't know. I just have this weird feeling. I
Yeah.
don't know why I feel this way. It's probably
I
just like
hope
a
I hope
prediction.
he's not. I can see him being
I'm
a problem of some sort. I can see
Yeah.
him causing some kind of issues for her because that's just who he is, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
who do you feel is going to be the major, or what do you think's the major things? What's majorly to come? Like, what are your predictions?
I don't know. Um I mean, I think it's gonna be a struggle of her figuring out how to be her new self and, like,
Mhm.
roll this group that she never agreed with, right? She didn't
Mhm.
like them. They were evil in her eyes, so now it's, like, trying to, like, do that and manage, like, Kingfisher and their relationship and all this
Mhm.
stuff. But I don't know who's the big bad's gonna be anymore. Like,
Mhm.
hmm.
Maybe yeah, not supposed to. 3 books, so
There's still gotta be something. Did the king from, like, the Kingfisher's step dad king guy, did he
yeah,
die? I can't remember if he died or if it was just
that's a good question. I don't do we know for sure?
because he's gonna be a problem if he's still around. I can't
Yeah.
remember, you guys.
Oh my gosh, why
I'm
can't I
sorry.
remember?
I'm
Why
sure we're
can't
gonna get comments that will explain this to us, but I don't know.
someone
I feel like
comment?
there's
I'll
gonna
have to
be
go back.
problems because it can't
Yeah.
just all be resolved. So I
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's definitely gonna be but I'm, like, curious to what new problems will ensue. That's why I was thinking maybe the brother will be a
yeah,
but no, yeah, if the father is alive, which now I'm questioning everything, 'cause I'm like, "Wait, is he? Isn't he? I don't know." Yeah, for sure, that would be
that'd be a
a
problem.
big problem.
Maybe there's some random thing that will happen that will be like another curse or something that we'll need to get What if like Ren gets cursed and it's like totally like Vampire Diaries and he turns out all evil and they have to find a solution and get him back to his sweet self, you know?
Ooh,
I don't know.
careful.
I don't know. I'm just making up stuff. You want something bad to happen, I'm giving it to you.
I didn't want something bad to I'm not saying I want something bad to happen. I'm just like,
But
what's
there's
the
always
like,
gotta be some kind of conflict.
yeah, well, then that's why that I would just brought it up because I'm like, well, that's what I was thinking. Maybe the brother is gonna do something. I don't know. It could be there could be a lot of things that happen. We've got 2 more books,
Yeah, I hope it's
and I
not a
definitely
jealousy
wanna see.
thing. I don't think I could handle like a past girlfriend of Kingfishers to show up or something. That would be awful.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. I want it to be let's work on their I want them to be a unit and
Mhm.
then to face some kind of thing together.
Yeah.
Which if they had to face, you know, their developing relationship and their circumstances together,
Mhm.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it when we get it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, and this was a unique romantasy because I think we were saying that a lot of romantasies seem to have similar
Yeah.
plots and tropes, which makes sense. You know, people like what they like. So this just felt like it hit the marks of romantasy, but it was definitely different than
Mhm.
other things that I've read.
I
So
agree. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it hit the right spot.
It
So yeah,
did.
I'm
It I know.
excited for next fall.
Megan. We
I'm
are.
so
We're
happy for
excited
Callie
and,
though. She's
probably
been like yeah, she's been an indie author forever. I'm very happy for her. I
I
just
am too. And I'm probably gonna pre-order the foil
oh
model
yeah.
because I really like that
Mhm.
cover. I need to probably do that before it's not available anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look that up.
I have a feeling that'll be around. I could be wrong, but I have a
But then
feeling.
it's like, oh my gosh, is the publisher gonna come out with new covers? And then I'm gonna feel the need to have a new cover. Like,
I
I
hope
don't
not. I
want
mean,
to.
the publisher said that they were keeping this cover and then doing like a
Yes.
foil version. So
Yeah.
I'm sure this will end up in a book box somewhere. You
Mhm.
know, I'm sure there'll be
That's
a
what
million
I'm
covers.
wondering if it will end up
Oh
as
yeah.
like one. Yeah.
Oh, doesn't every book end up in 5 million book boxes at this point?
Yeah. Yeah. Which is great for the authors, not great for my wallet.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
everyone. And we'll see you next time on Book
See you
Over.
next one. Yeah. Bye.